Be Porzingis against Al Horford. And we are running tonight from the HP Field. Sixers on their home floor to sweep the two-game season series.
See the 76ers weren't given a chance, looking to run.
Out of Florida. Simmons an opportunity to take the smaller Tim Hardaway Jr., and he has his way. Good job by the Sixers to find the mismatch. Doncic scooting by Simmons. On. In fact, Ala, you and I were taking a look at the monitor before the game. Neither team warmed up on this floor.
Well, he's not indicative of shooting, but the poor shooting, I think, is because they weren't out there necessarily. It's one thing to maybe warm up at another arena or another thing, and nothing was happening. So you kind of wonder what the thought process was behind that. Nonetheless, we got basketball.
Porzingis fouled by Horford. All right, Serena, we thank you so much. Ala, two things that Serena mentioned. One, Dallas does play a lot of zone. Historically, they played a ton against the Sixers in those two games. And in one of those games, you heard Brett talking about inappropriate help. The Sixers lost that Dallas game, and Brett Brown said afterwards, inappropriate help, meaning they were leaving shooters for no reason.
Something getting to the basket, 1-2 dribbles just isn't cutting it right now for him. He needs something that helps him get in rhythm.
Questions I cannot answer, but good ones nonetheless.
Figure if he was that important, you'd want him getting tested.
Shake Milton.
Pretty cool what we've been able to come up with, technologically speaking. Kind of bridge the gaps.
That's good. His fifth year out of Utah. Jackson forcing the issue. Marjanovic easily.
It didn't even seem like Ben gained an advantage, so I'm not sure what the call was based on.
Trey, the Sixers 5 for 30 shooting. That's just below 17%. There's Horford for a three, and he drilled it.
Not just because the shot went down, but that was some good ball movement as well.
Boy, and that's what the Sixers needed. Matisse Thybulle to Al Horford missing the three. Tobias Harris drains it
from the league. Now, there may be better foreign players that have played other positions, but I'm just talking about shooting.
Turn around his moves that Joel Embiid has since tried to replicate. Trey Burke, looks like the starters by and large are back. As I take a look around the court, it looks to be the case. Meantime, Tobias Harris free for three. Ben starting this game 1 for 7. Doncic very persistent, and finally good job by Richardson to keep it alive. Should be 2 here, and it is delivered by Ben.
Good defense by Porzingis, making sure that Al had a big target to shoot over. Something to build on.
They also got Tim Hardaway Jr. in the Porzingis deal with the Knicks. There's a Josh Richardson 3.
Former Colorado Buffalo.
Wow. Sixers having trouble getting a look.
Nice pass.
Indeed. Korkmaz to Harris, able to finish the job. Plugged. Sixers do not have a foul to give. Dallas holding for 1. Doncic all the way to the cup for 2. That's brilliantly done. Abdenabi marks him off on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Shake Milton, Josh Richardson out there as they start. Matisse. Also precaution for the Sixers as it relates to Joel Embiid. The reason Al Horford is in the lineup once again is Luka Doncic scoots and scores. He's got 13. Horford for a 3, and he connects. Take the lead for the first time. Harris, nice move. Seth Curry in the backcourt. Kristaps Porzingis in the middle with Dorian Finney-Smith. He's got it now, and Tim Hardaway Jr. Doncic met by Horford. Forget it.
Depth playing with his back to the basket as he is facing up.
Nicely done by Harris to carve out room against Doncic, who's given up a couple of inches. And Tobias right now carrying the Sixers through the third. He's got 22.
He can play both ends. That'll take some out of it.
For Richardson. Oh, and it's slammed back by Thybulle, but
good. Where he gets it done off the dribble. Even that time, shooting over the much taller Porzingis. The fact that he was in rhythm, nobody can stop him. Got room to operate.
Horford staying outside and buries it.
Now really having his way with Zinger. You can see him posting up earlier that time. The jump shot. Third.
Porzingis keeps it alive. Hardaway buries the three. They get the mismatch with Harris on Curry. Harris surrounded, so he gives it up for a Korkmaz three, and from Sixers PR man Patrick Reese is okay, just being rested here. In this, the third and final scrimmage. The block by Norvel Pell. It goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Sixers.
Norvel, how can you blame him for making a good play?
Can't. Good point. Bible for a three. Yes.
Whole league, or even here at this level.
Korkmaz and that floater.
Their production offensively leading the way for the rest of the guys.
Yeah, indeed, by Kyle O'Quinn. Now as we begin the fourth, Serena winners, Hala Abdenabi, Mark Sumov, covering all the action. Good job by Kyle O'Quinn to guard the... Here the Mavericks now out of the timeout. Delon Wright challenging the Sixer big man and having his half. Wait, 19 minutes before being given the rest of the night off, and thus their lead is down to a deuce.
Well, we've seen this second unit struggle at times and be stagnant offensively. Nice back cut off. So, again, movement off the ball when the defense is either staring or caught napping can be key.
Korkmaz stripped en route to the hoop by Cleveland.
Not enough contact for a foul there.
Down fourth.
Can't be sloppy now. You've got to be even more precise.
Sixers will begin preparing for the schedule of 8 seeding games starting Saturday against the Indiana Pacers as Mike
was limited offensively. He was just a rebounder and a hustler, and I think the Hornets needed more.
Yeah, really good guy, too.
Yeah.
And the
Wildcat team from Lexington, he was one of the reasons why.
It's good look to O'Quinn. Will they count it? Yep. Well, I don't have that, but he was undrafted after 4 years at Penn State.
Okay.
And he joined what other former Sixer?
Excellent second half. A second half that you can go to the locker room and kind of let marinate the next 3 days. Well, I'd hate to bring up bad thoughts, but it was 25 years ago.
Yep. Alec Burks. Getting Reeves a shot, and he drills this. Korkmaz for the lead. Mike Scott ties it.
Nice advantage.
Alec Burks trying to take a size advantage on Barea, and he does.
To play a key role in these games moving forward, does Alec Burks.
And
Kristaps, among others.
Yep.
Curry.
Wait, Korkmaz just lost it to Jackson, who throws it up, and it's put in by Josh Reeves. Costly live ball turnover there.
The points are hard to come by. You hope a guy like Alec Burks can provide.
The disruptor's at it again. Thibault to the floor, kept it alive. Korkmaz throwing it down and lock it up at 111. Back door was open as Korkmaz got foul on Kyle O'Quinn. Was one foul the Sixers had to give as Barea. Somebody's got to shoot. Trey Burke all the way. Wow, the timely Burks for the tie. And then